Transceptor Technology приступила к производству компьютеров «Персональный спутник».
I've got the power. Yeah, you can bang the bass and treble with these. These are full range. I'm the country Jesse James. How'd you write that down on a piece of paper? Getting kind of heavy. Oh, these are heavy, all right. It's got the power. Yeah, baby, got the power. You break my heart. This thing's gonna break some hearts. Yeah, it's gonna break hearts, all right. Got the power. This one here's the third one. Gonna hide the power. Yeah, gonna come with a sticker like everybody else. Shit. Am I gonna put it in the car? Well, hell no. I ain't putting that sticker in the car. They don't pay me nothing. No. Look. Upgraded. This is a newer one than them two newer ones. Yeah. Let's get to what we're going to talk about here today. We're going to talk about, look, I told you guys, gals, and morons I wasn't a dumbass, and I know what I'm doing here. Don't always put all your little eggs in one basket. No. You can still get China-Korean shit if you want it. Or China. But you're going to have to pay them tariffs right now. Yep. Not me. I thought it way ahead of time. Yeah. I don't have to worry about them tariffs. No. Got them Timpanos and got them Taramps from Brasilia. Yeah. These are upgraded amps, guys, gals, and morons. These two right here are the same. These two. Alright. They were upgraded by Todd from Ellensburg Amp Repair and Service in Washington State. I've talked to Todd on the phone several times. Texted Todd a good bit. Never met Todd in person. I always said I'd love to meet him. He said the same about me, man. He loves the videos and shit. He just can't. He runs a business, man. He has to be somewhat conservative in his talking, you know what I mean? He can't come out and say the shit I say, so I say it for everybody else. Yeah, when I want to call somebody a motherfucker, I just call them motherfucker on YouTube. Hell yeah, YouTube loves it too. You know, we tell you why they love it? Because people watch the channel and it's free for YouTube. YouTube doesn't pay me anything, so they love the shit. Yeah, hell yeah, they like it. They're like, damn, we can advertise on this channel and guess what? It don't cost us a fucking dime. No. And I ain't got to say shoot. I can say shit. I don't have to say shusk. I can just say shit. Or asshole. Fucking retard. I can say any of that shit. They love it, man. Because it's free money. Yeah, man. These companies love free advertisement. Yeah, hell yeah. That's why I don't put these stickers on nothing. That's free advertisement. I'm not going to do that. If Taramps wants to put, hey, if they want to send me amps for free, they still going to get sent to Todd. Now, Todd ain't going to do your amps, guys. I'm just telling you that right now. He's been through this shit. He only does OEM repairs now for Gately and Ruthless. Todd says both those amps are good amps. Hey, I tell it like it is. I just don't like spending that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? That's just too much for me. He does say they're good amps. He doesn't have a biased opinion, guys. He tells it like it is. He says these are great amps if you upgrade them. And what he does is he bulletproofs the amplifiers. MD12Ks are killer amps. Everybody knows this, but you have to upgrade the amplifiers. They have to be bulletproof. And what he does, he goes in there and he builds up the solder joints when they're places that they're thin, small, whatever. I think pretty sure he epoxies the inductors. If I'm not mistaken, that's what he does on these, because they'll fall over. And that's where the shorts would come from and catch fire and all that stuff. And we don't want fires in the Scion, so I said, man, I want these safe as they can be for my son. Yeah, and tear amps comes with metal backs, guys. Yeah, they put metal. They don't put acrylic. You do not want acrylic on the back of a 12,000 watt amplifier. You don't even want it on a 3,000. You saw what the Surge did. It popped like a coconut. And if it wouldn't have had a backing on the box, it would have burnt the car down if it had been on carpet. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Because even when they go and protect, they're still running, man. They're still running unless you cut the power. If it don't blow the fuse, say you got a 300 amp fuse, it's hard to blow a 300 amp fuse, but if it doesn't blow it, it's going to keep cooking. Been there, done that. Always carry you a pair of cutters in your car to cut the wire loose. I've even trained Miller, if you smell something cooking and it won't stop, cut the power. So we're going to run 3 of these on 3 subs. And if I have to, if somebody wants to be some smart ass and thinks they, everybody's always trying to, you ever notice everybody tries to put these big numbers in their car, like 50,000 watts on 3 subs. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I can put that much on 3 subs, just put 6 of these in there. And they'll fit. And I don't have to have it in the back of a pickup truck, and I don't have to have it in a van or SUV. No, I can put it in a Scion, because these are not big. These are small. Per wattage, hell yeah, they're small. But you got to feed these. I know a moron personally that tried to run one of these in a vehicle, and he said, well, I believe my Hooligan 8Ks are stronger. Because you got to give them power, moron. They won't run off a 45 amp hour C-Max. Hell no, not the right power. No, that pulls 1200 amps of current. Yeah. That's at 12 volts. At 15.8, these make way more power than 12,000 watts, guys, gals, and morons. Yeah, they do. Watch some videos. Go to call tear amps, whatever you want to do. These amps make way more power than 12,000 watts if you run higher voltage numbers. Way more than 12,000. Yeah. Which is what we're going to do. Now, this is a newer one. Now, this is different. That's why it's good not to, remember I said, don't burn your bridges with your buddies in car stereo businesses and shit like that. The ones I always make fun of, I ain't never gonna be their buddies. No, hell no, because they try to shit people. But this is a different one than these two. Todd said this has different drivers in it. It has been upgraded somewhat because they know the weak link. All right. When a guy works on these every day, he knows the weak link. He knows where to put the extra solder. Or like Bearvid's, my buddy Bearvid's soda. He knows where to put it, man. So these are upgraded MD12Ks, all 3 of them. So when you see them at the show, don't go, I got that in my car. Yeah, you got something that looks like it, but that's all you got. Is something that looks like it. That's why I try to say, man, there's always tricks. There's always things going on behind the scenes that you don't realize. When somebody has, say, I'm not going to name any companies, but just just say a company puts out their speaker line or their sub line or their amp line. Do you think they're running their stock shit? No, hell no. No. And that's why they edit videos too, so they can edit out when that motherfucker blows up. They'll edit it out when it exploded. Yeah. The only reason they'll put it in there if it exploded is if they think they're going to get some views from monetization. You know, or monetization from views. They'll go, oh shit, that'll be a good one if I show that one blowing up. But then you got to think about, no, if I put the blowed up one on there, it won't look good. Nobody will buy my product. Oldest trick in the book, guys, gals, and morons. I know how it works. Been there, done that. So, yeah, they're going to edit out that. I don't edit videos. Nope. What you see is raw dog. Straight from the heart. So, yeah, this is what we're doing. I don't know if I'm going to run these until I see how those American-based subs do on the Bruce Lee's. Guys, the Bruce Lee's are strong amps. They're China amplifiers. Or you can call them China Rhea, because they got their Korean design. But they're all from China, all of them. They're either China Rian or Core China. Yeah. You know, KO China, KOR China, Core China. Core China or China Rian. Yep, it's one of the two. But in order to avoid the tariff situations, guys, I'm running Timpano stuff up front. And I'm going to run Brazilian amps and not worry about it. And then when all that shit goes away, everybody can buy their old cheapos again. Yeah, but I suggest what you do is buy directly from China. Why not? Why in the world you buy from somebody is beyond me. I don't understand it. I've done told you what you need to do. You can save yourself a whole lot of money. Listen, they're still warranted. You can still get them worked on in the United States. But they're going to do just like every other company. When you have a problem with an amplifier and the company does not want to warranty that amp, they're going to put abuse. And you're not going to get nothing for it. You're going to have to pay out of your pocket. So your best thing to do is buy a cheap China amp and put it in the car. They'll get back to cheaper prices soon enough. But what needs to happen is we need to start making it here in the United States, and we don't have to worry about sending it off or anything. It'll be built right here, and we can get it fixed right here in the United States. But these are killer amps, man. If you've never picked one up, they're 20 pounds a piece. They're heavy. I mean, that's not extremely heavy. That's lighter than a 6 foot long 6K. You know these 6Ks are 6 feet long just about, and you can surf on them. You know, you can use them as a goddamn coffee table. They're so big in your house. You know what I mean? They're huge. I'm not trying to run 6Ks that fill up the car with just one of them. That's the problem here. I don't have to run an SUV. I don't have to run a pickup truck or a tractor trailer to run big power. Guys, I can run 6 of these in that car. 6 of them, and I have enough battery in the car to run 6 of them. Yeah, y'all didn't know that. There's enough skib in that car to run 6 12Ks. This. In that car. So if I guess somebody wanted to have a, you know how they always try to brag about their numbers, but they really don't use all them numbers. You know, like Master B. I'm going to start calling me Master D. Master D said, I can run 6 12K in that car. Yeah. Now, I'll probably turn gains all the way back down. Just, you know, might move them about a 1/16 of an inch. But I can run them, and I can tell everybody I'm running, what is that, 72,000, whatever it is. I can't even add at this point. Is it 72,000? It would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think it's 72,000 watts. I can run 72,000 in that Scion. No problem. Yeah. I think that's enough skid with those alternators to do 65,000 RMS. Yeah, I'm not going to see that. No, you know. That's the thing. These people put all these amps in there, like tell everybody how much power they got, but they really don't have. To the speaker, they're not doing nowhere near that, man. Not even close. No, you might be lucky to be doing 20K. Yeah. But if I change the alternators up front, I can do 72. RMS, Aura MS, like Master B. But that's the reason we did that, man. These are smaller than Bruce Lee's. I can literally run 6 of these in a row in the back of that car. And I can just run around and tell everybody I got, do a YouTube video. 72,000 watts. And that's a Scion XB, world's most powerful. You know how everybody does. It's so stupid. Who gives a shit how much you put in there? You're not running that. No. Now, when we run the power in the car, we're turning the shit up, guys, gals, and morons. You want to go back and look at the gains, go look at them. We're turning the shit up. No, the gains ain't all the way to the left about to touch the bottom where they won't even play. You know what I'm saying? We got this shit where go look at the car. Holy hell. Morons and retards. Retards and morons is the same thing, except for you got retards that are mentally challenged people. They can't help it. I'm not making fun of those folks. That's not nothing to make fun of. But when I say retards, that's people that's got a good brain and they don't know how to use it. They're just retarded. They're fucking morons. Yep. But yeah, these were all hopped up, guys. They're ready to go. I waited on this one to come back. I think this is the one to come back. Is that the right one? No, it's this other one. The other one, like this one, is different than this MD12K. So what do? What do you do when you got that situation? I've told you how to do this. And I told Todd I was going to do this. Todd has suggested, he said, man, that MD12K, that other one might have more power than this one. I said, that's fine. What I'll do is I'll set it up with the O-scope, and then I'll go to the back of the car, play the music, and I'll adjust it accordingly. So that's why I said, you even have to do that on your weaker amplifiers, guys. Just say my Bruce Lee's. Some put out more power than the others. Yeah. You just have to adjust the O-scope to where the peaks are when you're playing the same song. So say if you play your favorite song, just say you want to play Field of Bass, Magic Mike. That's your favorite. Well, put it on there, whatever you use, which is your phone or whatever, but use the same device. Hook your O-scope up to the output leads and play the song. You got to have somebody with you to do this. It's the easiest, and I let Miller control the bass knob and stuff up front and the volume. Once we get it to where we're going to be max volume, we start cranking on the bass knob. That way we're not killing the speakers at the same time, where we can control, he can look at the speakers and all that stuff. But I'll say crank up on the bass knob, say to number 8. And I'll watch the level. If I got one amp putting out 20 more volts than the other two, I need to crank that one down to match the other two. You cannot do this in an idle state, which means no load, no music playing. A sine wave is not music. No. You need to play your songs, man, and it's gonna matter. I told you, rebase shit is dirty as fuck. That's why we don't play it. I don't. I normally play YouTube music, just regular bass music. And guess what, guys, gals, and morons? It's going to be louder. Yes. I'm not saying it's going to make your hair move farther. I'm not building a hair dryer. I'm not building a air compressor. No. If I wanted an air compressor, I'd have just bought 3 air compressors and put it in the car and went psh, 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 psh. Or I'd have bought 3 leaf blowers and went woo, 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 like I did on a video of Miller in the car. I'll just use a leaf blower. It's cheaper. We're trying to do music, and if it blows your hair, great. If it makes your clothes come off on a chick, terrific. As long as she looks good. That's all we care about. We're not trying to build an air compressor. So I try to tell everybody, I say, if you're playing certain music, rock music is different than bass music. You need to adjust your amplifiers accordingly. You can crank the bass way the hell up on a. That's what bass boost is for on a lot of these amps. Is for rock and roll, not bass music, retard. Anyway, thought I would tell you, if you do have amps that are like, say, mismatched, they have different internals, but they're all listed MD12Ks. You can adjust them with the O-scope on music, but you need to do it on what songs you're playing. Don't pick rock as your song and then you go playing rebass. You're going to blow your shit up. I'm trying to help you guys. Yes, that's what you're going to do. And when you'll say to me, you go, well, you blew a speaker, man. That's because I don't know any limitations of the speaker. I'm having to be the guinea pig of it. I don't know what it is. So if somebody hands me something that says, here, play it, I'm going to play it. I'm going to find the weak link. And it just happened to be the paper. I still think it was just a shitty paper. That's why I got another paper cone coming. It should be here tomorrow. It'll be here tomorrow and I'll show it to you. But I got an idea. I'm not just going to say quit on the paper deal so far. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something different and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. We're going to see if it works out good. If it works out good, I'm going to share that with you. And hopefully if you have anything that powerful that tears speakers up that way, I've not seen any do that in a while. Most time it just pushes the cone out, but the former went through the cone. Hell yes. Looked like somebody cut it with a laser cutter. Or a pair of scissors. But that was not cut with a pair of scissors. The damn pressure did that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to beef them up. I'll show you how I'm going to beef them up. If they last, I'll share that secret with you and let you go on with it. That way you don't have to pay $500 something for a recon, for an upgrade. You can upgrade the shit yourself real cheap. Yeah. You guys take care. Have a great day. I thought I'd show you what's going in the car. And like Todd said, he had commented on the video, it's going to get real good. Yeah, he knows because he built these. You guys take care and have a great day. See you.